special edition of a working lunch with Nordin, coming to you without lunch and without a guest also, but we're having fun. And today's episode is all about stay safe Selangor. For those who are, of course, in Malaysia will know Selangor very well. For those joining around the world, Selangor is a strategically important state in Malaysia. It makes up most of the Klang Valley, where a lot of the economic activity and a huge percentage of the population of Malaysia is situated. And they've just gone into a kind of lockdown, and they are going to be in there for about 2 weeks at least. Looking at the numbers, we need to bring down the COVID-19 numbers, and I think that's what the government, both the federal and state government, are looking to do over the next 2 weeks. So today we're going to talk about some of the stuff that we can do to stay safe, and it's also amazingly, it's World Hand Sanitization. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Only with words though, and numbers. What we can do to stay safe during this time, and also to kind of give a shout out to everyone in Selangor who's probably working from home today. I'm also working from home today, and even though I'm not exactly in Selangor, I'm able to get out and about. I thought it'd be nice to stay home as a manner of how do you say, solidarity with Selangor, the people of Selangor. Hi Effa, Selangor, what do you think is relevant or not? I think it's whether it's going to be the same as last year or not, it remains to be seen. The reality is the numbers are very different. The numbers are a lot higher this time. And when we look at that, the numbers and the R naught and the problem that you have with when it was only around 1,000, you can, or around 100, 10% is not a big deal. But when you increase it by 10% on 3,000, you magically get to 3,300, and then you're going again another 10%, and you're going up to moving up to 4,000 very quickly. So my concern, definitely, I think you're gonna have to work from home for the next 2 weeks, and those in Selangor, find ways to stay home. Of course, there's a lot of excellent food delivery services now in Malaysia, and I think we've gotten used to it. My concern are a few things. One is mental health for a lot of people who are actually starting to come out and enjoy a little bit of the life outside the house. We need to go back in a little bit into our shells a little bit. But with that, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to take it easy. Happy. I'm more than happy. If you have any questions, by all means, you're asking a question is asking a question. So all the more merrier. The questions you have, more than happy to ask, to answer to the best of my ability. And I think today is like I was saying, World Hand Sanitization. I'll get someone to get it right for me soon. Basically, wash your hands, and why this has become an important reality now has become more and more apparent with COVID-19. But this is not its first. It's not the inaugural day. It's something that we should be practicing all the time. And I think this is one thing that when we look at why, if, and how this MCO or lockdown is important, is if we don't get it right, we get it wrong. And when we continue to get it wrong, we look back into these lockdowns. And I think it comes down to, and a lot of people are talking about the government's doing, what the different agencies are doing. And really, I wouldn't say I got a little bit frustrated. I just kind of wanted to ask everyone to think, don't ask what your government is going to do for you, ask what you're going to do for your community. A little bit of a rip-off of JFK's famous line, but really it's about a community responsibility. to continue to follow the SOPs and a continued community approach. Now, we can put all the rules in place, but if people don't follow the rules, it's really hard to get it right. So whether you're going out to buy food, whether it's a restaurant or a Ramadan bazaar, if you follow the SOP, 99% of the time you're going to be safe. It's the problem when you don't follow the SOP, and that's what we're seeing today. So the government can put all kinds of in place, and it only works if people work with the government, and whether it's working with the government as an idea or the individuals themselves, it doesn't really matter because the virus doesn't care. In fact, the virus doesn't care who you vote for or which part of the world you're in. It just wants to infect you. So I think we've got to put aside all emotional arguments, all emotional discussions, and just go down to the simple fact that we have to follow these simple rules. And it's not easy; it's boring actually. So as much as we want to help our friends in Selangor, to do that, we actually just have to help ourselves. And I think this is the way forward. So any questions you have, and could the oh here we go could the government implement new SOPs? Good question. If there are other SOPs, I think what we should do is come up with these ideas. And one thing now that the government is very much on is social media. So you can quite literally tweet out your ideas on better ideas and better SOPs. So I think it's possible. I think it's good that you share this information and in a respectful manner. And I think one of the things that we see going on now in Selangor, especially, is there's quite a bit of concern, I think, amongst the people and the various this crisis. So I just wanted to use today's working lunch without food almost as a reminder, as a warning, as an ability that we actually have our future in our own hands. Where possible, you can make the decision to follow the SOPs or not. You can make the decision to make good decisions around this. If you do need to go out and buy food, don't take your whole family with you. They don't need to go with you. Just go out, grab their food, come home, stay safe. It's only a couple of weeks, hopefully, and we just need to work together because everyone needs to be safe. With that, I want to wish everyone a good day today, and those who are fasting, enjoy the fasting. I hope I've lost a little bit of weight. I hope, let me know if I have or haven't. And you guys, I really appreciate you joining me today. And those who are working from home, stay motivated, stay focused. This is technically your lunch break hour, but keep focused on getting things done, because the reality is fighting COVID-19 is as much an epidemic or epidemic problem as an economic problem. As we see in India, if you don't have the resources to produce oxygen, people die. So if we don't have the economics sorted out, we can't have the resources, or we won't have the resources to sort out this problem and this battle. So stay focused, stay productive as a part of your responsibility of fighting this COVID-19 pandemic. Because without a thriving economy, you don't have the resources to get the job done. So with that, I want to thank everyone, and Selamat Hari Raya also, Eva. And we will have a Raya show right before Raya next week on Wednesday. I'll wear my baju Raya also, so just gotta find it. Then maybe my songkok, if my son hasn't stolen it or hid it somewhere. But before I go, my daughter, she found a kitten yesterday. And as much as I want to pretend to be a big boss, I still listen to my children much. So and my daughter found a cat, and she's looking for someone to adopt it. So if anyone out there wants a cat, to keep you company, it's cats and pets are wonderful in an MCO, because they're actually wonderful to play with and keep you company, and don't argue with you at all. So with that, if you are looking for a cat, drop me a message. I will send you a photo, and somehow get you this cat delivered to your door. Um, I don't know how we'll do it, but we'll find a way. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining me on a working lunch with Nordin. Next week we've got our Raya show, and then following we'll have we'll actually have food, back to our old fun selves. And we'll keep you updated on that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again next.